Welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta Central Sports Network podcast from myself and Mr. Burks. We'll talk about our Atlanta Central sports as well. We have a special guest for you guys. So let's start out with high school volleyball and start off with a big win last night.
Yeah, so high school volleyball, they made a long trip down to Pawnee last night. JV made quick work, winning in 2. So it was nice for those girls. They've been working really hard to pick up a W. And then varsity, it's kind of been the theme. They got down, then they were able to bounce back and pretty convincing win in game 3. So that's a long drive, but the ride home's a little bit sweeter when you come back with 2 wins. So now heading into this week, we have the Pink Out Night here tonight against Williamsville. They are currently undefeated in the Sangamo Conference, so that's going to be a challenge. Hopefully, our girls play well and see what can happen. They were at Porta on Thursday, and then we got regionals next week. So they're getting into the fun part of their schedule. They have some big games coming up. They're getting better, playing well, so hopefully they can just continue that trend.
Yeah, they've been fighting really well in the last little bit of the games, and so tonight, hopefully they can, propel them towards regionals and hopefully start getting their confidence up and getting ready.
Yeah, so you play, even if they don't win tonight, just battle, make it tough on Williamsville.
Yeah, anything can happen in regionals.
Yeah, just scare them a little bit, So
let's move on to high school cross country.
So high school cross country, as we're recording this, it is pouring outside, so I hope it stops a little bit because we have the Sangamo Conference cross country meet tonight. The high school team was over at Delavan this weekend, and we had a couple runners get some medals. We had Elena Keegan and Riley Dom. I think it's the first time I mentioned Riley Dom, but he's having a nice season for us. So it's nice. It was a new meet that Delavan was hosting. They asked us to be in it, and we had some runners do pretty well. So hopefully we put up some good times against the Sangamo today, or hopefully we don't drown. I don't know either way, but hopefully it's a good day for our runners.
Yeah, and I was talking to Keegan. He said he just got another PR last week.
So that's good, and we're coming into the end of the year. The weather's getting colder, which is usually a good thing for running. So we should see some good times here. So
in high school soccer, their season's coming to an end. Send them into sectionals.
Yeah, so we're the 6th seed in the subsectional. So we're a regional play. We open up against Rochester next week at 7 o'clock next Tuesday. And again, the boys they're all getting a chance to play a new sport. We still have 2 that are playing a lot of the time. Landon's getting in there a ton. So I hope that they've had a good season, and I'm looking forward to more joining them next year.
Yeah, I hope they can continue, and if they go far, I'm sure a lot more players will come and try to play.
Yeah, for sure.
And then middle school girls basketball, we've been talking about how they're just getting started, and now they've got a lot of games coming up.
Yeah, they have 3 games this week. Tonight they're actually at Mount Pulaski. Thursday night they're at Midwest Central. And Friday they're at DMAC. And again, they're a very young team. We're playing 5th graders for the first time in a while. We actually have some pretty talented 5th graders, and we got talent, in the system. But when you're that young, it makes it a little more difficult. So
that's good for those younger players. They got a lot of time to improve, a lot of time to get better, and to help our program.
Yeah. So. And now, we're going to talk about middle school cross country. We would like to bring in Ephraim Newton. So Ephraim, come on over. So before we start talking to Ephraim here, we just want to congratulate him on advancing to state. That will be ran this Saturday. This is actually the 2nd sport in a row that Ephraim has gone to state. He did that in track last year, so thought it'd be the perfect time to bring Ephraim in. So Ephraim, let's just start with the question. Tell us a little bit about your season, so far. How's it been going?
Well, this season I've had a lot of PRs. I've probably improved by like 2 or 3 minutes from last year. And overall, it's just been a really good season.
Sweet. Tell us about your race on Saturday. Regionals or sectionals, a lot can happen. A lot of nerves. How was the race in general for you?
Well, it was really cold. So probably the first mile, my toes were really numb and my ears and my nose. But then I was 14th place probably up until the last half mile, and then I started passing people, and then it was the last 100 meters I was 8th, and then I pushed through it and I got 6th, so I was the top individual.
Oh, that's awesome.
At any point in that race did you know hey, I'm going to state?
Well, once I passed, once I probably got to the 8th spot, I was I think I'm probably going to go to state, but then once I finished, I knew I was secured it down.
What were you feeling like?
It was like, it's been my goal since like 6th grade or 5th grade when I started to make it to state, so I was just really happy in general. So.
Tell everybody, what's your off-season training like? I know you do track as well, but what do you do in the summer? Do you run a lot or?
In the summer, well, this last year I had a track club in Bloomington, and that was, I did long distance in that, and then there was a 2-mile race in that I ran a couple times.
Gotcha.
So.
Are you going to do anything this winter? Are you going to play basketball or?
Yeah, basketball keeps me in shape.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
What are you looking forward to in this race and for the day?
Well, I'm looking forward to probably like just being there. It's always a fun experience going to state. And then I'm probably I want to get like top 100, and that would be really nice.
Yeah, that's nice to have goals. So hopefully your family's all there and get to watch you run. I know it's a sweet environment over there. So we just want to wish you good luck. Thanks for coming in and chatting with us. And for you viewers, hopefully in the future we can do more things like this and invite more athletes on. So.
Thank you, Coach Burks, for sitting down with another week, and thank you to Ephraim for coming in here and being our special guest today on the Alliance Central Sports Network podcast. So make sure to look out for the next Sports Network podcast coming soon, and they'll be posted real quick.